What's up, YouTube? My name is Bedivere. Welcome to another episode of Zero to Hero. Today's episode, we are going to be starting a brand new Zero to Hero series, and it's in a game where a lot of you who probably play Factorio are probably familiar with, Dyson Sphere Program. I'm super excited to start this playthrough. I've gotten a lot of requests on Twitch to do a playthrough of this series. Big disclaimer though, I'm not as experienced as in Dyson Sphere Program as I am in Factorio, so this is going to be a lot more of a let's play and kind of learn as we go series, which I think is still going to be a lot of fun. As always, if you enjoy the content, be sure to smash that like button, click the subscribe button as well if you haven't already, and that little notification bell keeps you up to date with all new content that I release on this channel. If you want to put any game recommendations or you want to tell me what I'm doing wrong, leave your comment in the comments down below, and I will be sure to comment right back to you when I get a chance. All right, we are gonna go ahead and start a new game here. And I found a nice seed that we're gonna use. It's right here. And according to some of the other content creators, you wanna have like these last three stars be as far away as you can, because and I don't necessarily know this from firsthand, but there's resources that you can only get from these last stars, and the further you are away from your center, the more resource dense they are. So we're gonna go ahead and do this map. If you want to copy this seed, go ahead and do so, and you can follow along. And in this playthrough, we are going to follow along with the tutorial. If you haven't played it, this will be your kind of one-stop shop to the start. And I love this intro. It takes a while, but I love it. It's beautiful.
Welcome to the actual universe. You may find it's different from our homeland. Should you be able to adapt to the laws of physics in a short time, I am your advisor and will help you through this mission.
Beautiful, beautiful star, beautiful sun. I love how you can see the planets from so far too. And those, I think, are the other stars in our galaxy.
As one of Cosmo and the pioneer of the Dyson Sphere Program, you will explore this cluster step by step. By using the resources here to construct the Dyson Sphere to provide energy for the center brain to maintain homeland, starting from scratch. I have chosen a designated planet for you to start the mission, which has necessary resources for initial development. Now please drive the space capsule to the planet.
All right, and then we could use, WASD to go left and right, but it'll always pretty much guide you and go forward and back, or forward and speed up and slow down, I mean. But it'll still guide you towards this planet. Let's go to this light side over here. We try to find a patch of land, at least a little one, to where
now you are
got a good building area.
Planet.
Hopefully we land like right there. That'd be great. All right.
This is Icarus, a lightweight industrial mecha with powerful functionality. You can use the arrow keys or right-click on the destination to control its movement. In this mission, you will manipulate Icarus to travel beyond the stars and create miracles.
So in this case, I right-click. There you go.
Such as trees, gravel, etc. In the meantime, hold down Shift and right-click to give a series of commands.
Which is what I'm doing right here.
You receive several items after recycling the space capsule. Click the inventory button in the lower right corner of the screen to open the cabin to view them.
All right, so inventory button, which is E, which some of you guys should be well aware of in Factorio. We get to see what we're doing, and I press right click on that capsule in order to deconstruct it.
Rotate the angle of view or slide the mouse wheel to zoom in and out.
There we go. Pretty standard stuff. All right, let's zoom out here. Let's press M for our map view, and then press N
In the planet view mode,
as in
you
Nancy.
can hold down the middle mouse button,
There you
drag,
go.
rotate the angle of view, and hold down the right mouse button.
So what I did was go to press M for map view, press N to orientate yourself with the poles. Oh, whoops, that didn't work. There you go. So the poles are this way. So if we kind of back up a little bit, we'll see where our resources lie. We got some oil over here. We got some coal over here, stone,
Yet you
copper,
have not unlocked
and
the
iron.
construction menu, which will be done automatically when complete any technology research. Click the technology.
All right, and then we're gonna go to our technology tree, and as you see here, there is just a massive, massive, massive tree, which I'm a huge sucker for tech trees and like skill trees. I love them. And then you got not only just the regular tech, but you also have upgrades to your own character, and then you get your upgrade data over here, which is fantastic. There's so much in this game, and then there's also going to be even more. They're expanding the game as we speak. So the first research that we're going to need is electromagnetism. And what we're going to unlock is miners, power turbines, and Tesla towers. Oh, I didn't actually click activate. Let's go ahead, activate that. And what we're going to need to do is, nope, F. F is to make things. So we need to make 10 magnetic coils in order to research this. And you can make 2 magnetic coils per second using a magnet and a copper ingot. And copper ingot obviously is made by copper. And then 1 magnet makes 1 iron makes 1 copper ingot. So right now, we should be able to make 5. We want to make 10. Okay, 10. You can do the craft 5 times and that makes 10. So right now that 10 is good. The next thing that we're gonna want, let's see, we're gonna want belts, which is huge. We're also gonna want smelting. So let's go ahead, queue this up, queue the smelting up, queue the assemblers up. We don't necessarily need oil just yet, but we will need
machine to achieve ore collecting automation. Pick it
the
up from
electronic
or
matrix.
select it on gathering of construction menu to build it.
Thank you. I think that's actually everything that we need so far. Yeah, we'll start with those. And then we'll just right click so that we can start harvesting ore. Let's go to our fabricator. We're gonna need 10 gears and 10 circuit boards. So let's see how many we can make of this. Perfect. We can make our 10 gears. What do we need for circuit boards? We need copper for that. So let's go ahead over here, make some copper. And this start actually kind of stinks. Don't have a lot of iron. We got some over here, which is not bad. And then let's make... Not make any more? I might be short on the iron then. There we go. And then make 10 there. And then you see here at the bottom, our energy core is depleting. What we need to do is go into our mecha panel, which is this button, or C, and then add fuel to it. So anything like biodegradable serves as fuel, like logs, that's all fine. So then we'll use that, and then that'll recharge our mech. Okay, so the circuit boards are being produced. That research is going to be good. And then what's the next one? We're also going to need 10 more circuit boards as well as 10 magnetic coils. So let's go ahead, start making all that stuff. And we're going to need more iron. Okay, we're gonna have enough of that.
You have received the sorter and the conveyor belt. which can achieve full automation now. Use the conveyor belt to transport the piled up ores from the mining machine, and the sorter can deliver the ores from the conveyor belt to the smelter for automatic smelting.
Okay, so we got the sorter, which is put in here. Once you research something, you get, you know, a little bit of the actual resource. Oh, am I making gears? I don't want to make gears. I want to make these things. My bad. So I need to make 3 more. I just made 7. There we go. It's 3 more. Okay. Perfect. And now we should be able to start placing down miners. Perfect.
You can use the R key to rotate the mining
And
machine.
we want to
for covering
do
more veins.
6.
The more veins covered, the faster the ores will be gathered. If you want to ignore grid snapping, try holding down the shift key.
In this case, the grid snapping help. And you see how there's the 6 ore veins highlighted right here. If you have 6 veins that you're mining, you get 3 items per second. So every 2, I'll wait till this.
And supply it with power.
Every 2 ore patches creates 1 item per second. So that's a good rule of thumb. And then each of the belts transport 6 items per second. The Mark 1 belts do. So as a general rule of thumb,
all you need to do is determine the starting point.
Okay,
and the end point.
we don't need that.
In addition,
as a general rule of thumb, I mean, if you have 2 miners, each with 6 items each, it takes 2 miners to fill up a Mark 1 belt, which transports 6 items per second. Oh, I guess I do need gears. Then that's my bad. But power, let's go ahead and power this thing up. There we go.
wind turbine. You have established your first power grid. Not all power facilities has its power supply here. Use the Tesla tower to extend the area of the power grid.
All right, so let's get 4 more of these. And then how many of these can we make? Only 3? What are we lacking? Oh, it's just the copper. Okay, so let's get a little bit more ore, and then let's mine some copper. So this facility will actually run out fairly quickly, just because there's not that much ore. All right, what do we need? The 10 circuit boards. We're good there. Awesome. And then while we're at it, we should probably create another miner, or another few miners. We can make 5. Let's make 5. We'll handcraft that, and then we should have some smelters. We got 3, which is okay to start. All right, so what we need to do is we need to orientate ourselves. Let me shift click. If you click on something, you see the plus shift and then left click there is just to copy the item. If you look at all these grid lines right here, these grid lines are going to be really, really important to start building. Right, so if we press on our map view and press N, you see that the North Pole is up north here, obviously up north. But if you go to the build menu, you see the grid lines here. They line up pretty well with the North Pole. But there's these things right here where I like to call them fault lines. I know Nilaus calls them fault lines as well, where as you get closer and closer to the poles, these squares shrink in size, right? Obviously this is a spear and it's not a square. Did I say spear? Did I really just say spear? I mean sphere. Sphere. Okay, sorry. But as you go further and further to the poles, you get more of these fault lines. So here's one fault line. And if you go right up here, here's another fault line where they stop lining up. So because of this, you want to start planning your base to build horizontally. You don't want to build, smelting lines and facilities that cross these fault lines, because if you look here, if we place down a belt, if these things cross the fault line, oh, that's a bad example. But if they cross a fault line, here we go. They'll kind of swerve like this. Let's just place it down just to see. They'll swerve like this right here in order to align back up to the line right here. So we'll go ahead and delete that. So because of that, we're going to want to build horizontally and not vertically. That was a big mistake that I made on my first game. So we're going to try to not make that mistake again. Let's place another mine and then a little power pole here. Perfect.
You have done building the first power transmission facility.
Perfect, thank you.
Tesla Tower. It can...
And then in this case, we need 10 more of these magnetic coils. I thought I was making this. What was I making? Huh, I guess not. We need more iron. So let's go ahead and take 50 iron. Perfect. So I can make one, and we're gonna need the copper again. Let's go ahead. There we go, making 10. All right, and then we should be continuously making these power poles. We're gonna have 10 extra of these magnetic coils, so we'll just use more of that. But actually, we should probably make more magnetic coils, just handcraft while we can, so that we can get more of these wind turbines. All right, got 3. Let's do another 3, and then 4. All right, so we're gonna have a bunch. Let's go ahead and make some belts as well. I don't know why belts are in buildings. I find that funny. Gonna make a bunch of belts, and then we need more fuel. Fuel at the beginning of the game is probably going to be your biggest enemy, just because you're going to be handcrafting all the time, and you're constantly going to be needing to tear down these trees or collect the wood as well as the leaves to have some sort of power source, and then kind of manually mining up the rocks as well. Oh wow, we've reached our limit for the power. We're out of power. Mecha panel. Let's go ahead, add leaves, and then add wood. And we should add our hydrogen fuel rod as well. That'll add a bunch of power. Research matrix is complete. Perfect. And then while we're here, we should check how many. Okay, so we got 4 miners, got 1 assembler, 20 belts. We're gonna need a lot more belts. We're gonna need a lot more assemblers, and some more miners as well. So we'll go ahead and work on that. Okay, so we just gave the leaves and wood. Let's go ahead and get a little bit more, and then we're also like clearing up our build space too, which is good. Technically, you don't need to do this to clear build space. The bots will automatically remove any foliage, but in the beginning of the game, it's good to manually do it just so that you have, you know, that stockpile of power source. And like the tip person said, you press shift and then right click to queue things up. And we're just stockpiling a bunch of this stuff. That way we don't have to think about it for a bit. All right, so we're still making this stuff. Research is pretty much all set. Let's just double check on that. Smelting purification. We're going to try to get everything that we can without these electromagnetic matrices. Or matrix. Thermal power. That's going to be big. All right. Looks like that's about it. Oh, the regular upgrades. Let's go ahead and do that. Universe exploration, mecha core. This is what we're going to need. 40 megajoules max core energy. Let's do components. Let's smelt. Oh, can we not do 20 of those? Really? Pick up some of this stuff. So we'll do 20 of these. And then let's hand mine 20 copper real quick. Actually, no, while we're here, we'll use these. So if you're on the grid right here and you press R, it'll snap every 90 degrees. In order to combat this, you need to press Shift R. And there you go. So right here we have 6, which is great. And then if we keep on rotating, we can find 6 again. Awesome. And yes, they can take from the same patches. All right, what do we got here? This is 7. I mean, 7 is okay. 7's fine. I'd rather just get these 6, but we need foundation and we don't have it. So I'll be fine with this. And then we'll get, there we go. So this is 2 full lines of copper, and then we got more copper over here, which is fantastic. Can I make another one? Thank you. Oh, did I not make the wind turbines? Let's do some of that. 1, 2, 3, 4. I'm gonna need more iron, so let's go ahead, get some more iron, and just make a bunch of those wind turbines, because we're gonna need a lot of them to start out, especially. Okay, so what we're going to do is we're going to connect our wind turbines just to connect everything to the same power grid. And then we're going to need these Tesla towers. And for that, I need copper. There we go. Okay, so we're making a few more Tesla towers. Let's make some more wind energy. So this bad boy's working. There we go. All 4 are working perfectly. Let's go ahead, connect these up on a belt. So you click from inside of here in order to get out. And then you just keep on clicking every corner that you want to make. And since 2 miners fill up a Mark 1 belt, we will join them together. And usually you'd rather have a merger there. But in this case, we haven't unlocked that yet. So we will forego that. When do mergers come into play? In logistics 2, or they're called splitters, but they do merge belts, so we're gonna need that ASAP. Okay, so that's 1 line of copper. We're gonna want the same thing here. Perfect. And then during the course of this playthrough, I'm going to be using a blueprint for a mall that was not a mall, but like a starter production hub, or you can call it a starter mall. provided by someone from the Bedivere community, which just give me 1 second to find. All right, so I got our little, mid-game mall that we're gonna plan for. Obviously, this is not gonna, we're not gonna have all the necessary ingredients for it, but we can start making what we can. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna bring out these belts right here in the middle. Oh, we're lacking belts. Okay. Let's go ahead and build more. And we're going to have some smelting columns go up towards the middle here. And then we're probably going to turn everything and go this way. Or maybe even this way. Who knows? We'll figure it out once the time comes. There we go. All right, and that's one belt, and that's gonna come out right here. And I'm gonna need to go tap this iron belt over here, because this isn't gonna last long. Okay, so what are the products that we have to work with? We have iron ingots, magnets, magnetic coils, and stone bricks. I think the first smelting column that we could do is actually going to be on this copper line right here. Let's bring this copper line down around, and that's going to go. Then that's going to go up. Let's go here. Oh, I probably should build smelters. Gonna need a lot of that. Iron, circuit board, and magnetic coils. Let's go ahead, cancel some of these. There we go. We're making 12. That's a good round number to have. All right, so this smelter that we have right here, let's go up this line.
You built a smelter, which can smelt basic materials, such as iron ingots and copper ingots automatically, while you want to make the raw materials and products get in and out of it autonomously. You need to use sorters and conveyor belts.
Let's actually delete this part of the belt right here. No, never mind. Never mind. We'll just go up this way. And we'll take from this side. And one thing that you can do is you can press shift, click, and you can drag. And then you could, while still holding down the right mouse button, you can press tab to do the spacing. I like to do 3 and 3. That way, that's the perfect amount of space in order to add a power pole right in the middle right here. And on either set, and on either end.
Without recipe set. Please set the recipe you want.
And then what you
After
can do,
selecting the recipe, you can use the less than key to copy the recipe.
so that's like placing down the smelters.
Set the same recipe.
But what we actually want to do real quick, and you'll see why we want to do this in a minute. Let's place down our belt. Go all the way down. Hopefully we have enough. Perfect. We will also place our inserters.
Transportation connector of cargoes between facilities.
Or sorters. I call them inserters just because of Factorio. Alright, and then we're going to set this as copper ingot. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to shift copy. And then I'm going to click drag.
After selecting the recipe,
but then press the, oh, whoops, I did that wrong.
And the greater than key to paste the next building that needs to set the same recipe.
And then use tab again for the spacing. Oh, I did it wrong. Let's press the minus key to narrow the interval. There we go. That's our 6. Why isn't that working? Oh, it's because I don't have the inserters. That's why. So let's actually cancel this one. Let's do some inserters. And then add more smelters at the end. Okay, so we'll wait on that. We'll set up our mining setup right here. Or not our mining setup, our iron ore. Come on. There we go. And that copied everything. So now this is making copper plates. And it's taking 6 items per second and producing 6 items per second. So in theory, this consumes a full Mark 1 belt of coal and produces a full Mark 1 belt of, or not coal, copper ore, and produces a full Mark 1 belt of copper ingot, which is fantastic. Let's go ahead and clear out these trees and leaves. There we go. And then what we'll do is we'll do the same exact thing on this end. And one thing that I wish that the developers would add is blueprints, the concept of blueprints. I think that's something that they're planning, but it's something that Factorio does really, really well. And, you know, dragging, copying, pasting builds, it's a fantastic system that they have. And I hope that Dyson Sphere Program does the same thing. Because, you know, playing this game and not being able to copy blueprints and copy builds like this, or like Factorio does, makes you really appreciate how well Factorio does do it. We're gonna need more belts, so let's make some more iron, or collect some more iron rather. There we go. Okay, let's get the belts. And then smelter. It's gonna be going here again. Yeah. And then I'd like to get 2 more belts of each, just to have. Okay, where are the inserters? Oh, I spent so much time on belts that I forgot entirely about the inserters. What do they need? Do I need iron? No, I need... Oh yes, I do need iron. Well, this is going to be iron. Let's go ahead and add the stuff that we can add for now. And we can go ahead, click on belts, pick up all the products that are there, which is great. And we're gonna need, we don't need the Tesla towers, we need the inserters, right? Yeah, 1, 2, 3. We can shift right click, shift click, let go of the shift key, drag, press tab, and then have that space right there. Perfect. So there's one. There's one full column. Perfect. And then while we're here, we can just click some of the iron plates. Perfect. Now, how's our power looking? We can click on the power here. We're about 60% satisfaction, which is okay. It's not too bad. But let's add... What are we missing? Oh, yeah, we need to add another iron line in order to make the magnets. Let's see here. So the iron ingots are used to make circuit boards as well as the gears. So we might need like three lanes of iron smelting. 2 for iron ingots, probably. And then 1 for the magnets, I'm guessing. Yeah, because I'm going to want 3. Yeah, okay. So let's make 4 more miners. Oh, I need the magnets in order to make the miners. Okay, that is making. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to lay down some of the belt spacing. So we're going to need belts here with 1, 2, 3, and then another belt. And that's going to be 1 line. And then let's do another belt. 1, 2, 3, and then another belt. And then we'll see where that takes us for now. How many miners we got right now? Oh, we're making 10. Do I have any? I do not, because I wanna tap that ore patch. While we're making, let's go ahead and collect some of this stuff, just to have the copper plates instead of handcrafting them like this. And then let's grab some of the iron plates so that we're not handcrafting. We're gonna need more sorters, so let's add a few of these. We're gonna need more smelters. 1, 2, 3, 4. That's fine. Take some of the iron ore here, and then make more smelters with them. So mining situation is good. Let's go ahead and start making more power poles. It's fine. Okay, how's our power looking? Not great. So let's go ahead and add all that stuff. We also have coal, which we can add. Coal is great. Produces a lot of power. All right, mining machine. Here we go. I'm a mining machine. Let's go ahead, Shift R to rotate. We're gonna try to place as many miners as we can. So that's 6. This is 6 again. Perfect. Let's see what we can do here. Colliding with another object. That's not good. It's no bueno. Oh, there was a blue patch there. Okay, so that's 6. That's 6. That's 6. And that's 6. So we have enough for 3 more. copper lines, which is abso-freaking-lutely great. Had to pause there. Didn't want to swear on YouTube. All right, let's get rid of these smelters actually and focus on the power poles. We're gonna need a lot of them. Let's go ahead. Can we not add? Oh, it's just lack of items. So I'm gonna go ahead, add a bunch more wind turbines down here. Doesn't seem like we're gonna be really needing them. Or, I mean, really needing to put anything else here. Okay, and let's add our power line. This power line might be tough to squeak through. Let's see if we can add turbine here. Yes, we can. And then one here. Perfect. What I'm going to do is I'm going to place these power poles first, just so I know what the coverage looks like. This one doesn't have coverage. There we go. Okay, let's copy all this stuff. Perfect. Now these are working. Let's go ahead and merge them to their dedicated lines. Oh, and we don't have belts. I'm gonna need a lot more. Let's go back. I'm gonna need iron ingots in order to make the belts. So let's take 100 of those, 100 of those, 100 of those, and just make a bunch of belts. Sure. That's fine. All right, so we're gonna have this line come up here. And turn. We're gonna have another line going here. This line's gonna go up and merge. So that's one line, or that's two lines, sorry. How are we looking here? And this is these bots, I mean, you start off with only 3 and they don't move super fast, but that is something that's part of the upgrades. Let's go to the upgrades part. And here it is, communication control, +1 of the construction zones, and then the drone engine, +1 meters per second. So you are able to upgrade them, which I actually enjoy. It's pretty rewarding, you know, as you progress through the game, you're able to construct faster and faster. All right, so let's add a belt going up here, and that way we'll bring all 3 together and smelt everything right here. All right, so I brought down these 3 lines of our iron ore, and I figured I'd come back to here while we recharge a little bit. And I did want to use the... Oh, I have 4 lines actually now. I have this line and then 3 of these lines. So I think we got some overkill, which I'm just realizing right now. We can have 1 line producing just the magnets, and that'll produce 6 magnets. And then we could use the 6 magnets to use the 6 magnetic coils, which is fine. That consumes 1 line. Then we can use 6 gears, a gear line, in order to make, or one line of iron plate in order to make 6 gears, which would be fine. And then we could do one line to make circuit boards. Oh, so no. Okay, so we're fine. We have our iron plate, which is one line, circuit boards, which is another line, and then gears, which is another line, and then magnets, which is another line. So that's 4. Okay, so no, we're fine. We're fine. So let's go ahead. Where do we want all of this stuff? We can probably put our gears like behind here almost. So if we have, let me just test out this spacing. 1, 2, 3, and then 1. It's almost like 1, 2, 3, 1. We might be running a little tight here. So you have 1 ore, 1 output, 1 ore, 1 output, 1 ore, 1 output. So that's three more. Yeah, I wouldn't be able to fit another line of copper in this either. But what I could do, I could fit it all in one line. I could do that. So this 1 ore, 1 output, 1 ore, 1 output, 1 ore, 1 output. Yeah, I think we can make that. I think we can make that work. So let's go ahead and have this come in here. And then this come in here. And then what are the 2 products that we need copper for? We need it on the magnetic coils. And then we need it on the circuit boards. Perfect. Okay, so all that's covered with power, which we're good there. And then let's start making the other stuff. So coils and circuit boards are going to be made in assemblers. So how do we want to do this? We can bring this thing down the middle. And that might be a little bit too much. Yeah. Logistics. We're gonna raise this thing up a bit. Like so. We're gonna raise it up and then bring it right back down. Let's actually delete this last little bit. Oh, I don't even know if I can do that, actually. So this is going to come right down the middle. And then this is going to come right down the middle as well. Oh, actually, no, this is the middle. I did that wrong. I did that really wrong. Oh, and I put the wrong thing. It's not this one. Man, I wish I had the sorters. Can I make the sorters actually? Let's do something real quick. Let's activate this. Oh, I need 100. That kind of stinks. 1, 2, 3. Let's do that. We'll wait till we get the actual sorters, because I don't like the look of this at all. And sorry if you're like, oh my god, it's just my OCD. OCD, not a fan. There we go. Energy core will deplete soon. Please refuel. Hey, I thought we were good. See, there we go. So let's refuel a little bit, and we'll wait till this research completes, and then we'll come back. All right, so we're finishing up here on our last research. There we go. Awesome. Improve the logistics system, so we get our Mark II sorter as well as our splitter. Now, so we do get one splitter. Let's go ahead. Let's start making a few of them. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That's fine. And what else are we short on? We're short on some power. Let's make some of those. Ooh. Before the power, we need assemblers. 1, 2, 3. Lack of material. What are we lacking? Iron ingot? Copper ingot? What? I don't understand. It's not showing us what we're lacking. Whatever. It'll come to me later. Okay, so what this does, collide with another object, is what I could set. So I could set this input to go in here.
Directions. It can split the passing cargo or balance the cargo on multiple conveyor belts. The splitting speed depends on the conveyor belt speed. Use the tab key to switch between different styles, and click it to set priorities and filters.
Okay, so right now we got some inputs. Let's get one output this way, one output this way, and then it'll mix it at first. But then we want this filter to be this. There we go. There we go. This. We'll clean everything up. Awesome. Now this will go down the middle. And then this we will bring in here. Awesome. Okay. So now, the whole point of that, I wanted to have these assembling machines on either end. So let's go with, how many do I have? 4. I need more. Lack of material. What am I lacking? I got iron. Maybe I need more iron plate. Only have 15. That's probably it. Yeah. Okay. So 4. Let's go with, that's 6 plus 5. I need 1 more. So more iron plate. Let's make 6 more of these. Perfect. How's our inserters looking? 22. All right, that's perfect. And then did we get any of the Mark II ones? We got 5. Can I make any more? Need electric motor. Made an assembler. Oh, I don't have electric motors yet. Let's start researching those. Might as well, right? Unlocks electric motors. We need 50. Perfect. So let's grab our assemblers. We will shift click again. Tab. No, we don't. We don't want tab. We can just do 6 in a row because I think the power poles fit in between on these. Yeah, they do. Okay, so we're going to have 1 here, 1 here, 1 at the end. Oh, actually, I forgot rule number 1. Let's do the belts first. Oh, we're crossing a fault line. I broke my own rule. Don't do this. Don't do this, kids. I broke my own rule. I'm sorry. Well, too late to go back now. So this is going to be gears. Oh no, not gears. I need belts. That's what I need. Perfect. And now, so this will output on the center of the belt and then take take from here and then take from here. And this will create our coils. Perfect. So shift. How many coils? How many assemblers do we need? This is making 2 every second, consuming 2 every second. So we only need 3. So shift copy, drag, and that's all I need. I don't actually need this one. And I don't need the belts going out this far, actually. Okay, then we'll do the same thing on the other end. So we'll add a machine and then a belt. And then this machine we will change to the circuit boards. Let's get our inserters. So we will output something there. Let's delete this one here. So we will do the same thing and whoops. Take from the middle and take from the end. And then we'll repeat this 3 times. Boom. Okay, so that's that. I think the last line then, the last line here is going to be gears, if I'm not mistaken. Yes, and that needs 6. So let's grab one of these, turn it around. Let's just delete that just for now. Bring this all the way down. Same thing with this one. Shift copy. Wait till the bots put down all of the belts. Oh, no. We don't want our ore to go through. Then we'll switch this to gears. And then we don't want this to be an output. We want it to be an input. So we will rotate. There we go. Okay, we need these. What's going on here? Oh, that's an input as well. Let's Whoops. Come on. There we go. And then F4. Okay, so that's outputting that. Now let's copy and paste all of this. That's 4, 5, and 6. Those will go out that way. These will go out this way. And then these go out this way. Let's add some more belts. And then if we can shift copy, there we go. We can add the inserters. And then let's go ahead and add the power poles as well. All right. So we have our belt of magnetic coils, circuits, gears, iron plate. Did I miss anything? I know I'm going to have to do glass. But that should be it. This line is getting consumed. This line's getting consumed. This line's fully getting consumed. This line's getting consumed, and then this line is going to be one of our outputs. All right. I think we're in a good spot to end this episode. Thank you so much for joining me on this brand new start to a brand new Zero to Hero series. I really appreciate all the support that you guys are giving me and all the love. I appreciate it so much. If you enjoy the content, be sure to smash that like button, click the subscribe button as well if you haven't already, and that little notification bell will keep you up to date with all new content on this series, my Factorial series, or any other series that I'd like to do. If you want to see a different game, or you want to comment on how this is going, you want to criticize my playing and how I broke my own rule of building north-south versus east-west, be sure to leave your comment down in the comments down below, and I will be sure to get back to you as soon as I can. If you want something a little bit more one-on-one, or you want to see all the other games that I might play and hang out with a really cool growing community, I do stream every Thursday and Sunday afternoon over at twitch.tv/Bedivere. You can find all the links to all my socials in the description down below. You get Twitch, Twitter, and Instagram all down there. All right, y'all, that's gonna be it for me. Stay safe, and I'll see you next time. Peace.